Timeout as the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Penny. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, L.A. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Hopkins with the extra point. These two teams all tied after one. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Quick throw to Collins. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They begin with a run by Penny, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Penny. Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 102 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. A man from just north of here in Spring, Texas, it's Isaiah Spiller. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. It's taken to the 26. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Penny. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Penny up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's got some space here. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And that's caught out wide by Cooks. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Pierce now up the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. Here's Penny on the counter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Right back to Spiller on second down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. And that's complete to Trey McKitty, the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's going to keep this again. The pitch goes to Penny. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They keep it with Penny on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got McKitty complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Herbert off of play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Spiller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run here with Spiller. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Herbert. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Penny running right. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert gonna throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. Being chased out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble marking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
He's got Smith-Schuster, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon,